Acala. This had so much hype around it back in 2020, 2021. With the Polkadot ecosystem thriving, there was a real belief that this was going to end up being one of those cryptos that just got in the top 100, stayed there. That is not what happened. So we're going to take a look at where the price is now, along with its market cap. What can it do this year? Has the hype train left completely? Is it going to recover at all? Let's have a look. Now, before I get into it, if you are new here, the spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In each of the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were coins that I thought could do very, very well, make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. And you can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit around about 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into these coins. If you'd done that for every single one in that time, you'd have made a little over 123 grand. Now, you don't have long to sort your portfolio. We're in a bull cycle right now. If you are sitting on cryptos you're not confident in, have a look at copymycrypto.com. On my site, you will see some of the profits my members have made. You will see their testimonials about the service they get at copymycrypto.com. You will see some of my past successes, whether it is a coin that 300x'd in a couple of weeks, whether it is Phantom, which ended up doing just shy of 700x in a matter of a year, which made millionaires. On the site, I share with all my members the coins that I own. Whenever I find a crypto like Phantom that I think is going to do really well, make a lot of money, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto and the price that I'm going to be buying it at. Whenever I sell any of the coins I own, I tell my members the coin that I'm selling and the price I'm selling it at. So my members can all get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me. They make the same profit. But have a read through the site, verify it all. And if you want to hear more, whether it's the daily market updates where I tell the members where I expect the market to go that day, whether it is simply that you want to know the coins I think are going to be the winners this year, all you have to do to find out about any of it is join up on the site. Now, Acala. So this is one of the worst looking charts you'll see. It's not that dissimilar to what we see with Zcash. Right, launched at highs. I mean, went as high as $3.10. It will never hit that high again. I cannot believe for a second it will. It's so far off it. I mean, you're talking about 150x to get to that high. Acala is on, by the way, all the big exchanges. On Binance, it's on Coinbase. And there's still token unlocks to go. 25 million Acala is released every month, or every quarter, sorry. That's staking / treasury returns. As I said, on all the big exchanges. Now, I don't think it's on Coinbase, actually. Yeah, it's not on Coinbase, but everywhere else. And they're trying to build a liquidity layer for Web3 finance. They try and provide infrastructure for a hybrid of decentralized finance and centralized finance solutions, where along with real-world assets. Now, Acala offers what's called a universal asset hub, which hosts multi-chain liquid staking tokens, such as Liquid Dot. They also have an AMM, decentralized exchange, and an app platform that is Ethereum virtual machine compatible and customizable based on Substrate. They're secured by Polkadot as the liquidity gateway of Polkadot parachains as well. The real-world applications aren't amazing. I mean, they do talk about them here, in terms of it's a hub for decentralized for decentralized web in terms of financial infrastructure. They also talk about it as a bridge token for cross-chain listings, and along with the universal asset hub. Excuse me. But the reality is that we actually have liquid tokens in so many different places. Excuse me. Some of which are doing well, some of which are doing very, very well. And this was hype train led for sure. It is founded, by the way, by Antonia Chen, Bet Chen, Brian Chen, Fuyo Zhang, and Rutao Su. And I'm sorry if I've messed up the names. They're the founders who bring a wealth of experience from different areas, whether it's finance, software engineering, blockchain tech. And their expertise is what's been instrumental in the Universal Asset Hub. And Acala, make no mistake about it, was hyped not just by community and by speculation, but it was hyped by the Web3 Foundation. The Web3 Foundation, don't forget, are huge backers of the whole Polkadot ecosystem. They've given so many grants to Acala. It's one of the biggest grant winners of the entire Polkadot ecosystem. As I said, that the DeFi hub for Polkadot, as of right now, 50 million total value locked, 220,000 account holders. They're backed by places like Coinbase Ventures, Jump, Pantera, and Polychain Capital. The fact that they're backed by Coinbase Ventures and they're not on Coinbase is quite interesting, because most projects backed by Coinbase do end up on Coinbase. So, which you would expect. So, and I mean, yeah, decent, like a solid amount of account holders. The question is how many are interactive with Acala right now. So, this is Acala's Twitter feed, or X feed, sorry. I still can't get used to that. It's been a year now. Been more than a year. So, they've launched proposals to initiate a liquid dot voting incentive program. And they do regular-ish updates. It's not hugely active, not compared to some of the cryptos knocking about. They do release podcast-esque episodes all the time. So Acala Buzz is one of the ones that they do. They've also introduced collateral migration to Asset Hub. So that's the USDC one that's completed. So they're pleased to announce that the whole collateral migration from Wormhole USDC to the Asset Hub USDC was completed. So they've made progress in many regards. As I said, a lot of account holders, 182,000 proper holders, 247,000 active total accounts. When you're looking at overall Ethereum virtual machine transactions, you're talking about pretty rubbish numbers. Let's be crystal clear here. 107 a day, occasional blips of 6,000 on that particular day, but generally numbers are not good. Volume wise as well, it's not amazing again. So in terms of the volume that's actually moving around, not great. Acala price, you can see how that's moving. I'm not particularly asked about Acala price specifically right now. But if we just have a look at transaction numbers, because transfer amount, you're giving me numbers. You're giving me numbers based upon Acala. That doesn't mean much. So there we go. So this is, as I said, that's actually a long time now. No, so that's 3 months window, and really occasional spikes, but not great, right? Daily active accounts, that might actually be a bit more useful. Again, daily active account numbers, really poor. Really poor. Best day that they've had, 760 active accounts. 763 active accounts on one day over the last 3 months, right? So the underlying numbers are not great here. And the problem we've got is we're in a space where we've got over 17 million cryptos right now, and that's listed on CoinMarketCap. You've got another 30,000 every single day that have been released, and all of them are pretty much shit, right? But within the DeFi space, within the layer 1 space, within the layer 2 space, we are drowning in competition. Like every cryptocurrency project out there is drowning in competition, and Acala is. We have huge liquid staking protocols that are doing incredibly well. And Acala right now, while they are building, and there is no argument on that, they are absolutely building. The reality is that their competition is trouncing them. Total staked in terms of DOT, 4.4 million, right? So that is approximately $14 million. And yeah, you can get some good returns, but that's it, right? Staking, you can stake some Acala, 12 million is staked. I mean, let's be clear, there's 1.16 billion. This isn't, the numbers here aren't good, man. They're not engaging. And realistically, if we are looking at how this is going to perform this year, we can't expect much. Price action is horrific. Engagement in the platform is not good. Even though there's a couple of 100,000 holders, the engagement is not good. Volume's not great. I mean, volume isn't awful. So is it going to get delisted from Binance or Coinbase? Probably not. But I wouldn't say that with confidence, by the way, because some days they're not great. But it's probably good enough for what its market cap is. But best they've done in the last 12 months has been around 17 cents. Prior to that, you can't really say much because it launched, at the end of, like, when the bull cycle of 2021 had finished. So it hasn't experienced a bull cycle other than the one it's currently experiencing. And it's went from, lows of at 0.3 cents to highs of 16, 17 cents. Oh, 19 cents. So let's call it 20 cents, right? From lows of 3 cents to 20 cents. Right now it's at 2.3 cents. Can it recover? I don't think so. In all honesty, I don't think so. I don't think there's any evidence to suggest it will. If it's going to do well, if it's going to recover, the best case scenario for me is that it gets to maybe its previous high, which is 20 cents. And that's if there's huge engagement in the platform. That's if people are excited. But all in all, I think the hype train's left the building here. I don't think people are engaged. I think there's too much competition, and I think there's better DeFi protocols that people are interested in. Because while this is fine and the building has been good and they've got a good product, they aren't as well regarded as their competition. And that's kind of what it boils down to. So my expectation is not a good year here. Best case scenario is 20 cents, but it wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't even touch 10 cents, in all honesty. But I am interested in what people think about this because there's a couple 100,000 holders. What are you hoping to see this year? Have you just held it all the way down and you kind of given up and forgot about it? Or do you think there's a bright future ahead? Let me know in the comments. And guys, we're in a bull cycle. If you sit on cryptos you're not happy with, that you're not confident in, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the site I run where I share all the coins I own with my members. Whenever I find a crypto that I think is going to make a lot of cash, like I predicted with Zilliqa and Theta and VeChain and Phantom, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the price that I'm going to buy at. My members get in and out of cryptos, same price as me, they make the same profit, they have no work to do. Go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made, you'll see some of my past successes, you'll see their testimonials about the service they get at Copy My Crypto. If you like what you see after reading through it and verifying it all on the history of this channel, all you have to do to find out more, whether it is more about my market predictions on a daily basis or whether it is simply that you want to know the coins I think are going to be the winners this year, all you have to do to find out about any of it is join up on the site. And if you do, I will see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.